Davidson. We're back with another session with the nitty gritty of selling. Today I'm just going to throw some statistics out there and get you thinking a little bit, because based on the information that I could find, and I'm not sure how accurate it is, but and I'm happy to stand corrected, but the average income for a real estate person in New Zealand still shows around about $45,000. You've got to ask yourself, if you're at that sort of level, why would you be wanting to do this job? Seriously, $45,000 a year as an average income is pretty slack. And I know there's plenty of people, even here in Whangarei, that are earning well in excess of that. But it just shows you how bad it can be, I suppose, for some people. In New Zealand at the moment, there's currently around about 14,500 people holding a real estate ticket. Now, not all of those are residential sales. Some of them just sell commercial and some just sell the high-end rural sort of properties and so forth. But if you base the number of salespeople versus the number of residential sales in New Zealand, which is generally under, I think it's under about a hectare of land is classed as residential sale. Well, there were 6,118 sales in July between 14,500 people. So if you said a couple of thousand of those people are commercial or very high-end rural, it doesn't leave a lot, does it? You've got to ask yourself, what are you doing to build your business? If you're one of those people that didn't have a sale last month or the month before or the month before, and if you look at it, and we all know that there's people out there that successful salespeople that are doing 2, 3, 4, 5 sales a month. So it actually makes those stats even worse if you could actually dissect that down and see how many agents sold more than 2 or 3 properties for any given month. And we all know that there's plenty of salespeople out there that do. So you have to be asking yourself this question: what are you going to do to become one of the people with a sale each month? If you look in the Whangarei district, it's quite interesting, because in the city there were 75 sales for the month of July and 151, so nearly double, out there in the Whangarei district, and there's around about, I believe, about 170 salespeople. And again, we know that there's salespeople that do 2, 3 or 4 sales every month. So time you take those into the equation, there's a lot of people out there not making any money. If you're one of those people, ask yourself this: A, am I in the right job? B, what am I going to do? What am I going to do to improve those results? Now, I look at my own personal results back. So when I was working with Sunshine Homes, for example, selling houses for over 6 years, I did not have a blank sales month. I refused to have a blank sales month. I would hunt high and low for a buyer, so I didn't have a blank sales month. Coming into real estate, I did have a few sales months that weren't productive. But from May 2011 until November 2015, I did not have a blank sales month. And then from December 15 through to when I retired in September 17, again, I did not have a blank sales month. What are you doing? What are you doing to avoid that void? Now, that's a question you really need to ask yourself. And a lot of it comes down to the fact that you're not working to an organised plan. You need to organise your week so you've always got something to do. Now, I liken this to a school timetable. The kids go to school. They don't just turn up to school and go, oh, what shall we learn today? Or the teacher's going, oh, what am I doing today? They have a pre-organised timetable of what their classes are going to be. And that's how you as a salesperson should work to a huge degree. You should know that every day that you have some specific tasks to do to move your business ahead. You need to have that plan written down, so when you get out of bed in the morning, you know that you're going to, if you've got no appointments for argument's sake, that you're not just going to sit there and look at your computer blankly and go, what do I do today at your desk, or talk to all your work colleagues about how good the fishing is or how shit the weather is or whatever it is. You need to have a plan on the type of work you're going to do for that day. And now that work takes up a chunk of your day, when you've got appointments and viewings and all those sort of things to do, that's great. You get on and do those, and then in between time you do this planned work, which will be doing some research, it'll be doing some phone calls, it'll be out delivering some brochures, it'll be out talking to people, it'll be out going to some network meetings, it'll be out creating some more content for your social media. Just think about those numbers. And so over the coming months, how can you be part of the statistics of success rather than the statistics of, oh my God, what the fuck are these people doing? Have a think about it. Design a plan, write it down, commit to it, and get busy. Because what you do today is going to affect your business in the next 30, 60, 90 days. So get busy and get productive. That's it for today. I'm David Seymour, Nitty Gritty of Selling.